A little bit wet out today. It just got done raining all night. We're gonna try and do the little off-roading shortcut up ahead. But considering the amount of wetness around, it might be a mistake. But it's really cool, and there's only one way to find out. By the way, the channel is about to hit 2,000. What is this bus doing? Yeah, they have the green light. Oh, he's like lost apparently. But yeah, the channel is about to hit 2,000 subscribers. And that's pretty awesome. Big shout out to you guys for watching. Okay, this light is clearly not going to change for me, so I have to break the law. I have to. It's in my blood. But yeah, 2,000 subscribers. The channel is doing extremely well, and I only have you guys to thank for that. So my promise to you is I will continue to make more and better content, and probably upgrade my camera. I've been meaning to do that for the longest time. This is like a GoPro 5 I'm using. So, okay, how's this off-roading doing? What is that? Oh, single track. Okay, so we are there. So this trail goes that way. That's not where I need to be today, but soon we will do that. Okay, so this trail is definitely a little bit muddy, at least here at the bottom. I know you can't tell on camera, but this is extremely steep right up ahead. So I'm gonna go full mid-drive. I've actually been using both my mid-drive and my hub together more and more. And as far as I can tell, there's no limitation in terms of like my battery supplying both. I never go full out, but when going over tough terrain like this, I would use them kind of both together. And when I do that, my gosh, the power and the torque, like right now, if I just, oh my gosh, it's so dangerous. The amount of power this bike has. Oh my gosh. Whew. Wait, does this continue? Hold on. Dead end. Okay, I don't think. Oh wait, hold on. Is that a little trail? If this is a path, where would this lead to? Well, let's do it. Invisible fence, okay. I don't think I'm trespassing, but it's always a distinct possibility. Let's turn around before somebody calls the cops on me. So if you guys watched my last video, right in the beginning I mentioned and I showed a photo of a super epic enduro style bike that my friend spotted out in the wild. And a bike like that really blurs the boundaries between an e-bike and an electric motorcycle. So it kind of got me thinking and researching the topic a bit further. So I'm going to go ahead and present my findings, the whole spectrum of e-bike all the way to what's definitely considered an electric motorcycle. And I want you guys to leave some feedback in the comments. Like, what do you prefer? Would you buy an electric motorcycle or just stick with the benefits of an e-bike? So, okay, let's begin the spectrum with the Sur-Ron. So this is a dirt bike. It doesn't even have pedals. You can get a pedal kit for it. But in reality, most people use it as a high-end e-bike, right? Very few people register it. They use it on bike paths. And in terms of the pricing, it's priced as an expensive high-end electric bicycle. And then moving up the spectrum, the next one has to be that bike that my friend spotted out in the wild. The company's called Cab Motorworks. They definitely got to work on that name, get something a bit more catchy. So yeah, this company has a whole lineup, and aside from their basic entry level option, I think the next weakest is like 7,000 watts. But these do come with pedals, and it has that classic kind of bike enduro frame. And even though these are extremely expensive, we're talking like $5,000+ all the way up to over 10,000, I think you have to categorize these as e-bikes because you can take them on bike paths. You can pretend to pedal, they don't make any noise, so you can get away with it. Now, the next notch up here is definitely an electric motorcycle. This is the Coulter. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this, but this is essentially like the cheapest, well-rounded electric bike you can buy here, electric motorcycle you can buy here in the United States. The price is $6,000. By default, it actually comes with a belt drive, which is pretty cool. But just taking a look at this, it's clearly over the line. This is an electric motorcycle. You need to have a motorcycle license, registration, but that does bring its own set of benefits of a motorcycle. So it has much better range, a lot of power. You can take it on the highway. It's not recommended because when it comes to electric vehicles, when you travel fast, you just burn through the battery. So it's not efficient to be on the highway, but with a vehicle like this, you could do it. And then in the same category, in terms of the price, we also have the Metacycle by Saunders. They announced this many moons ago. I don't think you can buy it yet, but from what I saw, the date is approaching. And in comparison to the Coulter, this is a lot more pretty in terms of its aesthetics. It has a much more futuristic Tron kind of look to it. It's like a solid unibody aluminum frame to it. And it is pretty cool. Although with my kind of riding, I'm a huge fan of the outdoors. I think the Coulter fits my needs better. This is also driven by a hub motor. And I want to quickly say, I, of course, have a mid-drive and a hub motor, so I feel like I'm qualified to talk on this subject. But in the vast majority of situations, I actually prefer the simplicity and the raw power that hub motors offer. So this motorcycle having a hub motor isn't a bad thing in my opinion. In fact, it could be, and often is, a positive in most scenarios. I just feel like the obsession and often cult-like following that mid-drives have here on the internet is a little bit unwarranted. Okay, so in terms of the electric motorcycles, we have the Metacycle, the Coulter, and the newest edition is from Super 73, and this is their motorcycle offering. It's not for sale yet. It's probably not going to be for sale for an extremely long time, and if I had to guess, it's going to be pretty expensive once it actually does go on retail. It definitely looks a lot nicer than the Coulter and not as funky as the Metacycle, so it could be a pretty nice middle ground for a lot of people. And then finally, to close off this category, we have Zero. This is kind of the OG in the space. They make full-on, high-performance electric motorcycles. Some models are like $20,000. They get very expensive. But I think their most popular is actually similar in approach to the Coulter, but I definitely like its aesthetics a lot more. It looks very well put together, as it should from a company like Zero, which has been doing this for a long time. The power level on this thing is absolutely insane. They actually have a dedicated, slightly lighter off-road version, so you can take this on the trails, have a lot of fun with it, and you can also take it on the highway. It's a very versatile machine, and if I was to pick up an electric motorcycle, I think this version of the Zero is the one I would get. Although if I was tight on money, I would go with the Coulter, which is a budget version as far as I'm concerned. But I want you guys to leave a comment right now and let us know, would you actually venture this far down the spectrum and pick up a full-on electric motorcycle? They have their benefits. You can take them on the highway. There's way more power, but you have to register them, insurance, a license, and they often cost a lot more money. So would you pick one of these up, or would you stick with a high-end e-bike like the Suron or that new one I just discovered from Cab Motorworks? Because as mentioned, those are probably on the e-bike side of the spectrum, but they toe the line and they're very capable for what they are, and they have the benefits of an e-bike. So I'm excited to read those comments and see the popularity of electric motorcycles. And if you guys want, I can potentially make more content covering these kinds of products. But let me know in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did and you're still watching, you guys know we appreciate a like, subscribe for future content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.